week's edition of the Rocket Coaches Show, brought to you by Rose Hill General and Cosmetic Dentistry. This week, I'm joined by 12-year cross-country head coach Brandon Barger. How are you doing today, Coach Barger?
Well, thank you very much.
So, this season, in the past, you haven't had as large of a team as you do. Say one. Are you pleased with the size of your team this year?
This is right about normal. We're hitting about 25 a year. When I first started 12 years ago, we only had like seven to nine. So year by year, we are starting to get numbers up. Anytime you can get above, 25 or so, you can get, kind of a feel, all right, of who you're going to be your varsity. Because we like to run a full team of varsity and JV. And so, whenever you can fill up races like that, it always feels good. And that's what we kind of strive for, is to fill up all the races we can. Because we're in a sport where we can run as many as we want to in a JV race. We can run 7 in varsity and run how many we want to in JV. So it gives each kid some kind of opportunity. But this is probably about normal. We hit one year about 29, but this is about normal for us.
Is there any specific leader on the team you're looking forward to, as meaning like cleaning times, making sure everybody's doing their work they need to?
Yes, that's always a plus. I always lean on my experienced kids. This is a year where we don't have a lot of experienced kids. On the girls' side, we're leaning on right now Maddie Bryant. Josie Boat did run last year, but she's kind of injured right now, but she's kind of the one that also helps Maddie a little bit. Out of our 11 girls that we have this year, 9 of them are brand new. So that leaves only Maddie and Josie. So there's a lot of bumps and bruises and things like that in terms of learning habits of running and race strategy and things like that. So for the girls, that's one of the biggest things. For the guys, we have 14, 15 guys out. And again, we're looking for Trent Noose. Trent Noose is our senior this year, and he's done it all 4 years. And he's the workhorse. He works hard day in, day out, doesn't complain, things like that. So he is kind of our true leader. Right, for kind of both boys and girls right now.
Is there a certain way you teach your kids to run? Any way you teach them to breathe when they're racing? Because they're long races, you gotta save some energy too.
Yes, there is. There's definitely race strategy involved, depending on what course we're at, depending on what teams are there. So for instance, like we got this week Goddard coming up. And Goddard, I tell my kids, is a true course for a cross country. It means you don't see the same place ever more than once. It's just one long trail all the way through. You don't have loops and things like that. There's some ups and downs. There's a dam you have to get up at the top. So in terms of like a 5K time, I tell my kids this is a true course where we can base a lot of our workouts off of. Mondays are usually hard days, all right, which we're going to see today because we're going to get some hill work in today because we will see some hills coming up. And running hills is, a lot different than just running straight on just level ground. We'll also do a lot of like tempo runs, which tries to produce enough lactic acid in your body because lactic acid does slow your body down, and to control that is one of the things that we try to do as well. So there's a lot more than just running. There's a lot of basis of why we do it. And the fun thing is about people that say running for fun. My answer to that is I don't think they're running for fun. So they're getting out there grinding every day, just in the heat like today. It's going to be hot, but we got things to do, so that's what we have to do.
We're going to take a quick commercial break here on the Rocket Coaches Show. When we get back, we'll talk about the next meet for Coach Barger and the team.
Have you ever had the need for teeth whitening? Rose Hill General and Cosmetic Dentistry is the place to go. Tip to tooth, they can take care of it. They have been in the Wichita community for over 40 years. Dr. Troilo has 39 years of experience in dentistry. Amazing, caring, helpful, and communicative, says one valued customer. Very nice people and good at what they do. Been coming here since I was in school. The office hours include Monday at 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Tuesday 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Wednesday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and Friday 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the Rocket Coaches Show. I'm again joined by head cross country coach Brandon Barger. Coach Barger, how are you pleased with how your team's done so far this year?
We just had a meet Saturday, Circle, Wardick's Farm, and it was brutal, to say the least. It was humid. The mosquitoes were like birds out there. They were big and they were flying all over the place, so that was kind of a problem. Our girls ended up 4th out of 8 teams. There was a couple. Maddie didn't have her best race by far, and Annika Besco didn't have a good race, but she's also a new one. So she is brand new to it and just didn't have a good race. And that's kind of the thing in cross. I mean, you either have your race or you don't have your race. I can't just blow a whistle and say time out and stop the race. So that's kind of the things we have to think about when we're warming up and focusing on the starting line and understanding what we have to do as a team. So they got 4th, but I think we could have got at least 1st or 2nd if both of those girls ran pretty good races. There were some younger ones that really stepped up, and that was a good part of that. We did winter meet last week. So the girls do have some potential, and they're starting to see that potential a little bit, which is a good thing because we haven't been to state, our program has not been to state since 14. So we're always striving to get to that point. The guys, we're getting there. There's potential there, they just have to learn how to race. Once we get some races underneath us, and Trent kind of leading the pack a little bit, we'll get there. There's some good pieces there. We will see in the next couple weeks what we can do. I think most of it, like I told some of them, was more of a mental block more than anything else. We get a nice, comfortable pace, and we don't want to break that pace. We don't want to try to get past that point of no return, a little bit and make it hurt a little bit. So I think once they figure that out, we'll get there. So we have league in about 4 weeks, about a month right now, so that'll kind of tell us a lot here.
Say, going forward into league, regionals, and state, are you looking to take everybody to league and make sure as many people can qualify as possible?
Yeah, we're starting our race-specific training now. We always like to do that in the middle of the season. Most of the beginning of the season is getting them in shape, the ones that didn't run over the summer, stuff like that, and any kind of problems with legs or whatever, try to get those treated and taken care of. And then take care of their bodies for league, which we call the big 3, league, regionals, and state. So league will run everybody. Regionals I can't. So we'll have to make that determination at that point, because I can only run 7 from there on out, and then have 3 more as alternates. The couple of meets we just had, we didn't divide them by varsity and JV. Well, they did, but they ran them all together, which is a good thing, because JV can push varsity, and varsity didn't want those spots lost and stuff like that. So when we get to league and regional and state, we do obviously strategize a little bit more, because in the league for the girls, it's going to probably be between us and Lorraine for that league championship, and for the guys, it's pretty much wide open. So I mean, we can sneak in there if we have to, but that's one of the things we want to try to take care of our bodies to that point.
Coach Barger, thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate it. Thank you.
This has been the Rocket Coaches Show. Tune in next week as Kobe Campbell sits down with Rosso volleyball coach Sheriff Mock. We'll see you next time.